Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope you're having a lovely day. Got a major job interview Wednesday and Thursday. One of the things I did to procrastinate, I'll grab this too. Good job. Did you beat your old records? Didn't feel like setting up for that? Oh, new one. Okay. Betrayal at Club Low. Congratulations on the speedrun world record. Is that like a point and click or something? Alright, I took my allergy medicine. I finished breakfast. We're good to go. Skill check system that is actually interesting enough to carry. Oh, that's cool. Also has a fun story. That's a bonus. I don't think anything can beat that. Oh, a rare appearance. Hello. Have you played this? Casual game is 2 hours. 8 minutes. Oh, that's cool. Oh, the second one? I am enjoying myself. Lots of reading, though. I do have my tea. I'm prepared. Tea and water. I have a goal today. A goal to... Oh, you know what I forgot? Captions. Okay, now there should be captions. Testing captions. Hello? Captions? Manage. Okay, here you go. Testing captions. There you go. Now it's working. Played through the first one with the wife. Oh, I see. We are in the second case. Turnabout Airlines. So, just to... because I don't think... Well, does it? Let's see. Let's see if it has like a... Last time in Ace Attorney. March 12, 2:52 p.m. Flight G390, lower deck cargo hold. Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? Okay, it doesn't. Okay, so last episode we went through the first half of this case where we were in the plane and we found ourselves unconscious in the lounge, and then after that we immediately find a body inside the elevator. Yes, this plane has an elevator. And we were accused originally, but we managed to clear our name. But now that the plane has landed, the airline attendant, the professional airline attendant, oh, what was her name? I forgot her name. But she's now currently under arrest and being accused of the crime of murder of this one guy. Although we have some clues that clearly point that it's not her. Well, it doesn't clearly point, but it leans away from her a little bit and more towards the art seller dude guy from Virginia. And so we are now at that part. We are investigating with Franziska von Karma, who is determined to accuse us of this murder. I mean, I think she stopped. Now she's accusing the flight attendant of murder. And we're here to try and hopefully clear her name, but we don't know yet. We don't know. She might actually be the murderer. In which case, well, rip. But let us continue. It's time. You know, she is a girl boss, but she's also kind of obnoxious. She just like jumps to conclusions a lot. I don't like her so much. I mean, she's always been like that ever since the first game. So, it's unsurprising. Alright. Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? He went off in a hiffy. It's so big! I do feel bad for the attendant who, like, I get it. The suitcases she designed are really loud. But as an artist, I feel her plight where, like, you put something out into the world and it doesn't sell. And I can't believe that she's been buying one every time she has a flight. It's like $1,200 per freaking suitcase. And, like, I feel bad. I really do. Like I said, as an artist, I feel that. You know, when you make something and it doesn't do as well as you think. And you're like, oh man, people will love this. And then you make it and then crickets. It feels weird for it to be so smooth. I can't switch it back to the pixel art, but they did such a good job with the HD sprites that I just skipped it. I started playing with the pixel sprites. The pixel sprites has a little bit more of that feel. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and an ultra luxurious first class seating. So, is this the real scene of the murder? There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir. Here we go. It's time to run around, clicking on everything. Oh, I just love pushing the buttons on elevators and crosswalk signals. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it. The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, detective. It can't move. Oh yeah, I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now. Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels require key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. Oh yeah! Now you can rotate, and what, the sprites? All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable, and this one, it says pharmaceuticals. This one says for exorcism use only. Just what kind of operation is this airline running? I was thinking that it might be the super sleepy flight attendant. I can't really rotate in place though. This is the best I can do, but even then I'm kind of moving still. Okay, let's actually talk to Gumshoe. Yes, sir? This cargo hold is really big. I can't believe they can fit stuff like that in here. Detective, what are you going on about? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Whoa, stuff's falling on me. Oh, I can't really get into my work without something like this happening first. Well, let's get the show on the road. So which item do you want to start on? In this world, there are those who are masochistic, and then there's Gumshoe. Oh, Gumshoe. You have a micro pixel worth? What do you mean? There we go, Tenero. Which is, admittedly, it's been really kind of bizarrely weird whenever I say her name. Tenero. Because, you know, it's Teneiro. But, you know, I'm saying it with a more American accent, I suppose. So that flight attendant, Rhoda Tenero. She's the killer, isn't she? I don't think we can say for sure yet. But there are certainly a great number of things pointing us in that direction. You mean like how she didn't tell us about her buying her own suitcase? Yes, however, in that regard to the keycard being stolen, I can't seem to find any evidence that she's lying about that. Okay. Yeah. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you're already here at this airport for something besides this murder. Yes, I was. I've been following a very large and involved governmental-level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with the Interpol. Interpol is involved? It's a top-secret operation, so I can't really tell you any more than I already have. Have you noticed anything strange happening around here? No, sir, I haven't noticed a thing. I'm not sure that he meant to sound so oblivious. Discord? Okay. I've been shown a microwave pixel worth. Hold on. That is indeed a microwave pixel worth. Hold on. I don't know if I'll be able to show this because it's so small. You know what? It'd be probably better if I just did this. 1 second. Excuse me. Whew. Thank you. There he is. He'll be joining us in... He'll be joining you guys. Let me make him a little bit bigger. No, we'll put him here, in the alert section. Makes sense. There you go. Now I can enjoy the full spinny. Someone just came to our door wondering if this was a business. This happens because it kind of looks like one. I usually get people wondering if it's a leasing office. No, our condos, not apartments. Or insisting that this is the address Google gave them for a watch repair place. It didn't. I told them to park behind the watch repair place and they see my front door. Some sort of cat place? Like, what is she expecting? Like a pet shop? Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair. Cat cafe? Maybe. I guess that has slowly been spreading outside of Japan, hasn't it? Cat groomers? I mean, I suppose. Is there like a cat groomer's place? But mostly, isn't that just like pet groomers in general? These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over. This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy. Aww. I wish Tenero would hear him say that. That would make her feel so happy. Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. Yeah, there's a cafe downtown that has 5 cats for adoption. And there's a cat groomer on my old commune a few jobs back. Oh, cool. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200! I think I'll pass. And Miss Tenero wonders why they don't sell. You'd need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although, it definitely looks like one is missing. What's this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments. Can we look at that further? No? I feel like... Oh. I didn't know that this plane was capable of carrying such large pieces of cargo. This thing is tall as 2 of you on top of each other, sir. It would probably take 20 of you to cover the entire surface of this monstrosity. What? Really? Yeah, I guess that sounds about right. There's really no need to take that throwaway estimate seriously, detective. This sign for the groomer is just a really furry cat. That's cute. Did you take your cat there? Oh yeah, Starry. Hamlet has like the prettiest cat ever. I don't think I have the picture of your cat in this, but if you would like to share the picture of your cat, hey Oxbot, let me know and I'll give you the permit to put the link in. He tried mango sticky rice for the first time, but mildly annoyed because the mangoes are still pretty sour. Aw, that's a shame. Had a mango that was also not that sweet. Very annoying. It's so like extra annoying too because I grew up with, you know, our neighbor had mangoes. He's got short hair that doesn't have grooming issues, so you don't need to. Okay. Oh, yeah. So let me know before you post the link, okay? Starry needs to see your cat. Your pretty cat. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. Sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. We are talking about pretty cats, because alternate Hamlet has a very pretty cat. I don't have a picture that's immediately available that's on this computer. The other one has it. The other computer has my tower of cats, and alternate's cat is in that pile. But I don't have pictures immediate, so we'll wait for Hamlet to share pictures of the cat. Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal? Ready to link? Okay. There you go. Yeah, Gibby. Oh. Oh, are you gonna show us Jurassic Park cats? The cat that I'm talking about. Oh. Is this? I feel like your other cat's different. Or is current? Oh, no. Let's see. I thought that, I don't know why, for some reason, in my head, your cat has gray fur. But I am obviously mistaken. But look at those pretty kitties. I like the one with the Hawaiian shirt and slightly squinty eyes. Right? Oh. Row 3, column 2. Wait, the one that's like a close-up of the shades? It was easy to train him to wear glasses for a few seconds. He was slowly squinting more and more each time. That's so funny. But I really like the very... He's like scrutinizing. Scrutinizing you. It's perfect. No, the one below that? Did I misread? Row 3. Oh, I did misread. Oh, it's the squinty eye one. Yeah, that's also... I like that one as well. Is your current cat a Savannah? I didn't realize because it's... I think this is the first time I'm noticing the pattern on her. Bengal? Oh. The pattern on her fur. Like a hip college professor. I don't know about hip, but I'd still try to be cool along with the professor. Professor looks like that. I don't know if they're squinty eyes at me. How would I feel? But all right. It's what the victim checked in, sir. So the suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file. And there's a photo of Miss Montcarma in it, sir. It looks like a profile on Francisca. Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her? We need to present that to her. Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, I wonder if he's the Interpol agent. Let's see. I think we've checked everything. So now let's talk to Francisca again. Is this still the plane gates? Yes, we're in like part 2 of the investigations. Okay. Good luck on your finals. Oh, 1 second. Hi. Alright. Enjoy microwave. We will enjoy microwave Edgeworth. He will continue to spin. Alright, let's present. What? I don't have it? Oh, do I need to logic it first? Oh, wait. Can I present? No. Okay, let's logic. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca? Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Montcarma, sir. Francisca said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Oh, maybe Sir Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her? Oh, gumshoe. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in actuality, Interpol agent Hicks. I'm sorry if you hear my nose blowing. It is very runny today. I think Francisca has some explaining to do. Broken glasses and the glass shards. I can find... Man, we've had this broken glasses, like, information since the start. Are there any prime suspects? So, first it was Edgeworth, right? And now it was, Rhoda Tenero, the flight attendant. But, right now, the other two suspects that I have is the art dealer and the sleepy flight attendant. You're supposed to be preparing stories from your career to demonstrate why I would be good at a job. And one of the categories is conflict resolution. And all I can think of is the time someone blamed me for something I didn't do, but figured out and fixed. In front of the studio head. And it was so obvious. He was made to come to apologize to me after the meeting. Oh wow, that's fun. Now you have to word that as professionally as possible. Ah, it was a flight attendant? Okay. Yeah, so we have the right now the flight attendant has been arrested. But obviously we're still investigating. Because we're not sure. Oh, for the boss? Not you. Oh. But I thought that you're the one who figured out and fixed. Isn't that like the resolution? Although you don't want them to think that they can just, like, blame you for stuff and you'll fix it, I suppose. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Perhaps a bit too early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find a murder weapon. Okay, can I present it now? Truth behind Hicks. There you go. It's bug fixing and stuff. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I mean, I guess it can still count as conflict resolution. Because, like, instead of whining about it, you just went and, like, fixed it. So you resolved it. But the only thing that's not good about that story is that... Has a spinny Edgeworth? No, it's new. Starry came in and gave it to me. And now I've put him up there as part of our display. Now, they called it Microwave Edgeworth. So, there you go. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Is that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they got him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent, then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. He went undercover to investigate this crime. And it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we now have a pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Ow! Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason. Of that, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Francisca, do you know how exactly he intended to pursue his investigation? No, unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see, but this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let them in. Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and they entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere. Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Oh, that was fast. Hey, what's up, Meep? Aw, man, Og, you were here this entire time! I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. What? Really, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. It's time to press. Hold it! That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Miss Melee or even the captain. Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand. Much like Scruffy over there. I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Very well then, what about the other flight attendant, Miss Melee? Ha! I thought you might ask about her. I don't think we need to press on that. Hold it! Why would such important things like the keycard be trusted to only one person? According to Cammy Melee, Rhoda Tenero is in charge of most of the important stuff. Then what exactly is Ms. Melee in charge of? Chatting it up with that foolish captain, apparently. She's being so foolishly foolish that I didn't want to ask her what her other duties were. Yeah, I understand how you feel, but whipping me just now was uncalled for. In the end, the only one who could have let Agent Hicks into the hold was Rhoda Tenero. Hold it! Decisive? Do you really think it's that strong? Objection! There is no room for doubt. Of all other evidence points to her as well. No snappy comeback. That's as it should be. There's not a single flaw in Francisca's reasoning. However, there must be something I can work with what I can draw out of her. Okay, so I did need to press on this second piece of information. Hold it! Maybe. But it's highly likely that the keycard was stolen from Miss Tenero. Objection! It's highly likely. Is that possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father? Ugh. Yes, well, I don't have any evidence. Be quiet, you're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just a keycard that gives her away. Are you talking about the murder weapon? The Captain Ugo piggy bank? Yes, she is also the only person with the key to open that display case. But we also already found out that that's not the real murder weapon.
Hold it!
But that is a fake. Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. You must keep on insisting that it's a fake. Then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know what, we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. There must be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? The body? Or a crime scene? I feel like we've already searched the piggy bank enough. I think we should examine the crime scene in more detail. We might turn up a murder weapon if we search all the cargo and luggage. Did you think I hadn't thought of that? Even now, we're searching through them. But we haven't found anything that even closely resembles a murder weapon. Alright then. Okay. The body then? Oh man, it's gonna be like the piggy bank, isn't it? Francisca, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions. Oh, was I? Yes, we don't even have autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wound on the Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon? Scruffy! Yes, sir. Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy. Yes, sir. Honestly, having so much fun thinking of conflict resolution stories. Like, do you really have to share it in that detail? I mean, you could just be truthful and honest about it. I imagine that the ones you didn't get along with, you just tried not to stir up trouble. So. Oh, one sec. It's 2 days of interviews and a solid 1/5 is supposed to be telling me stories like this. I see. I mean, like I said, you could just be completely honest and just be like, yeah, I tried to really think of some conflict resolution, but I got along with most of my coworkers, and the ones that I didn't get along with, I just tried not to stir up trouble or drama, and eventually, they quit. We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What is it, detective? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know one thing for sure. Report, now! The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating on his shoulder down to his mid-back. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back? He was beaten over such a wide area? Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign that the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir. Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean? Well, that's, Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, Detective? Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir. You're completely useless. Ow! Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there. Oh. No, you remove yourself from my way. What is all that racket? My luggage, my cargo, they are mine and I demand you to return them to me. We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand, we have have a little patience. Yeah, block him with your chest, officer. I suppose there is no choice. Finally, I think he gave... Oh. You have left me no choice but to use strong force. You won't get past me. This is... Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about. Oh, there's a matter of the key. Wait, what did he find out? I'm like trying to piece where Edgeworth went, and I can't. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came empty-handed. Oh. Oh, he fell. Oh, god dang it. I don't think these two connect, but... I think what you need to do is think of a story where we disagreed about. I mean, there you go. Which is why there's extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something far, far bigger. If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. What was that all about? What was he trying to jump his way down here? Francisca. Well, what? What do you want? I found it, Francisca. I found the real murder weapon. You did? He really jumped. We didn't realize it. We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time. He might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs. No, he's fine. Where's that pompous attitude of yours again? You should learn to drop that habit. This coming from a prosecutor with the habit of whipping everyone else she comes across. Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you back yourself up with evidence. You two aren't listening at all, aren't you? Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you speak of. Oh shit, do I have evidence? This is the... oh. Could he have been pushed into it? Yeah.
Take that!
I have concluded that this is the real weapon, I suppose. Wait, that supposed to mean, you fool? Oh. Dang it. Why don't we add practice whippings to your routine as well? Ugh. I need to think about the circumstances of the victim's death in a different way. There's a wide route running from the victim's shoulder down to his mid-back. Maybe I should be focusing on what could cause such a large bruise in one strike. Oh, could it be the suitcase? The suitcase is the murder weapon.
Take that!
The real weapon is this suitcase. When you say it with such confidence, I suppose you must have some evidence? Of course, Agent Hicks was placed into the suitcase alive. And it was while he was in here that he was beaten... Oh, never mind. I wonder if you would die if I whipped you from head to toe right now. God damn it. What are you thinking, woman? Of course I would. God dang it. I'm lost. Hold on, let's think about this. I don't have any evidence to show you. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean I don't have evidence to show? Perhaps I should have phrased it as, that which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal. Incorporeal? 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 It's a free fall. Forgive me, but I do believe I've figured out what was the real cause of death. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. He fell to his death? Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and back. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. But the murder happened inside this plane. I know. Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from? As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us this entire time. You can't mean... Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold. What? Then... We're in trouble. We may have a second dead on our hands, sirs. Hey, you! Tell me you aren't dead, pal! Quiet! Why are you screaming? He's alive! And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that. I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances. The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean? Suppose that that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? It would have been Borginian pancake for sure, sir. I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there is no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios. It may be. Excuse me. Yeah, Gumshoe is funny. It may be then now, but there is no proof that it was always there. Ha! As if there could have been a window of time when that giant box was not there. Ah, but there was. What? What can I use to show her that it's possible the box was not always where it is now? Oh my god. What? Wait, is this like the cargo hold? No, that's a museum. What's my evidence? Oh my god. What? What's the evidence? Hey, Renegade! Have a good lurk. The turbulence? It's the only thing I can think about is to present the turbulence. Doesn't this show sufficient probability to you? Why are you asking me? I was the one asking you. I think there's some possibility in that, sir. No one was asking for opinions from the instant noodle crowd, Scruffy. I suppose this is where the phrase to be whipped by one's opponent came from. Don't act as though you have nothing to do with this. Now answer the question. Ah, dang it. I can't present the stuff that's in my logic. I don't understand how... Oh, maybe this? Right.
Take that!
You're fueled in the Republic of Zhengfa? Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhengfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We had also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred into the plane at the time? To further prove my point, let us take a look at what is next to the box in question. It's labeled Zhengfa Express. Oh, sorry. Must have read that somewhere. Correct, meaning it was loaded into the plane in Zhengfa. Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? It would mean that the box was not there in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the flight, making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. Ah, but your theory is still very far-fetched. Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. Scruffy, I think your ego is in need of some deflating. Oh my god. Excuse me. What is going on? Why am I so sneezy today? I was following in your footsteps, sir. I want to try patronizing my subordinates. Cruel and unforgiving to the detective, even in front of his own subordinate. If I may have a word with you, Francisca. I don't think you have time for idle chatter. You still need to prove to me that your hypothetical situation is in fact reality. You can rat on me in Brazilian all you want, but no still means no, sir. What? You cheap man! You are only waiting for me to give you money, yes? This guy is really pushy. I wonder if he really makes any sales this way. As long as I've never have to face him in court, he can be as pushy as he wants. Okay, it's probably gonna be the same things. Uh, let's just go ahead and head straight here. This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Aleph Red Statue? Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove that it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Then let's get investigating, sir. Look here, do not go about touching my possessions without my permission. Ah, don't rush up on me like that, pal. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. I don't like this guy. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc. Of course it is mine. Excuse me. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This Aleph Red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, much, much more. Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, detective. Darn, how did you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have distinct impression that he continues to madly spin in place. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that's 10 million cents. Is that in euros or in dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there is a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer. It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching. Okay. I will teach that killer a lesson. You can be sure I will. It will be the LeBlanc Revolution. I think he meant the LeBlanc Retribution, but either way, it sounds intimidating. Oh. Is that it? Oh, hold on. I wish I could, like, move fast. I've already read this earlier. Let's logic. We probably have something. If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it is possible that this fake statue was brought on board in Zhengfa. I think I need to question him a bit further. Right. Fake statue. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake. What? How dare you say my art is fake? I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have certification of my cargo right here. Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I can't read this. What does it say? It says plain as day, cargo was put into plane in Europe. And there you have it, Mouse Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe just as it states in the certificate. No, that's... Which means that there never was a window of time in which a statue wasn't sitting there. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself. Huh, then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right. This, I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the Aleph Red? Gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it. This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it. I believe a closer look is warranted here. Alright, let's look at it. So this is the infamous Aleph Red statue. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. Yep. Oh. It's the only thing I can check. I wouldn't call it sparkling, detective. Maybe among the lines of dully shining. Hold on. Because, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it doesn't have that mark. So it's that.
Eureka!
I'm not entirely confident that there's a contradiction here. What do you think, detective? Wait, what do you mean? Well, I think it's really suspicious looking, sir. My well-trained gut tells me so. I see. Well then, I must be mistaken. Oh no! Oh. What's this? The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. Kinda resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Ho ho! You, what do you say now? Further, my clothing hem is not being stepped on by anyone. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen. Please forgive the trespass of my subordinate. Why should I forgive if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it. It's this. It shouldn't be like that. If this spot someone connect any of the evidence I hold.
Eureka!
What? What do you mean? Oh my god, what do you want? Too bad for Mr. Nero, but this design is unmarketable. Oh, why don't they sell them in the airport and have a bargain basement sale? Buy one, get one free. If you win the raffle, you get one more for free. How about those ideas, sir? I think if they did that, everyone would lose. What have we here? I'm gonna take a guess and say that this delivery company is based in Zhengfa. Something is tugging on the corner of my mind as though something is out of place. It's this. I thought I showed it, but now I'm like... Oh wait, hold on. I can display it in further detail? Oh, that thing is... Statue's eyes look like they're made of a jewel-like stone. Those gems are super sure are pretty, and look at that fiery orange color, sir. Well, according to Mr. LeBlanc, this whole thing is worth a pretty penny. Oh, I just got a really great idea. I could probably find some rocks found by the river I can polish up to look like real jewels. I think I'll try that out and give one to Maggie as a present next time. I wonder if he's serious, and I wonder if I should try to stop him if he is. Okay. It's just the eyes? Just the eyes. There's clearly a contradiction here.
What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under a piece of cargo. Ah, that's not possible.
But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Jingfa, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe, which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Jingfa.
But then what about the cargo certificate?
Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There is only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity on board this flight.
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all of the cargo after the plane landed.
That may be true, however, you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed, but he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found a fake at the airport, it would have been after the swap had occurred. After that, at that time, the suspicion would naturally fall into the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge, which means there's someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. I believe that even further examination will be required, now that we have confirmed that this was brought on board in Jingfa. There must be some sort of proof that this statue is indeed a fake, and I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. Dang it. Can't believe you could spot a contradiction from a piece of cloth getting stuck.
You too! Why do you continue talking about the hem of my clothing being stuck?
The fact that this was brought on board in Jingfa is going to bring many tears to Mr. LeBlanc's eyes. So this statue was brought on board in Jingfa,
which means it's a fake, right, sir?
Yes, and there's still one last contradiction to resolve here.
Huh? Where?
As unobservant as ever, see? Take a good look at the evidence and it'll come to you. These eyes made of some sort of gem.
That's a real nice shade of orange. For a second, I couldn't even tell they were jewels.
Oh, but they kind of reminded me of the eyes of the stray cat that lives near my house. The eye's supposed to be this color. Is it possible this statue is a fake? Oh, let's see. What's the color of the statue in the picture? Oh, they're red! Okay, didn't even notice that. These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think?
Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir.
I don't think you see what I'm talking about.
No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's sunny, sir.
Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets. Focus detective. What color are the eyes in this photo?
Huh? Ah, sir, they're red.
As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc.
What do you want? Do you know that I am a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
The Aleph red. I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. You know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like there's gonna be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but...
What is it? Sympathy for what?
You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes.
That large fellow over there has bright and pretty eyes, compared to you.
I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us, and the one in this photo.
Why the sudden yelling? Now then, oh! It is a photo of the statue on display at the art museum in Europe. Ah!
Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake.
A fake!
Oh gosh. Whew. Oh my gosh, I only redeemed that much? Oh my god. Guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes. Well, this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir. It was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold Zhang Fa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhang Fa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer! Move the statue immediately! I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath. Now!
Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on.
After moving the Alifred statue out of the way, we tested the area underneath with luminol, and there was a reaction.
I see. There was a reaction to luminol, an indication that blood was in that spot.
Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? It would seem that my deductions were correct after all.
I suppose it would appear that way.
The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
And how do you think the killer did that?
How did the killer clean up all the blood? It's the cloth.
Take that!
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhang Fa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhang Fa? There's no conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhang Fa, then this comes as highly suspect. Okay, let's see. I wanted to see the other thing. Oh my god. It doesn't show me what time. Okay, hold on. Oh. I mean, we only have this. Recall Miss Melee's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard when we departed Zhang Fa.
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but...
That totally contradicts the facts, sir!
But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Melee herself. Oh, to be continued. I'm not happy that I don't have my full bar. I might redo it. We'll see. Oh, they're both here. Miss Melee. Miss Melee. I keep saying melee, but it could be melee? I don't know. Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zhang Fa? Huh? You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at the time. However, that is simply not possible. because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Jengfa.
Oh,
Miss Cammy Millet.
maybe I didn't see what I thought I did.
No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Millet.
But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time.
Ugh. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well, Miss Millet, if you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found.
Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self.
How is a man supposed to react to testimony like that? Miss Melee, wake up! Ah. Fell asleep again. Looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. I don't know. She has been like this from the start, but I think it's a farce. You know, it's a face. Like she pretends that she's like this so she can escape duties and everything else. Because Tenera is the only one that's actually doing any actual work in this plane.
Hold it!
Let's press everything. Miss Melee, wake up!
I'm awake.
Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant. Why ask me wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use?
Hold it!
If I remember correctly, food was being served in the first class and lounge between the hours of 3 to 4 a.m.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda.
Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time?
Eating and then having a most delicious drink.
You mean you were neglecting your duties?
No way, sleeping parts of our job too, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Hold it!
Miss Melee, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up!
Oh, I'm awake.
Oh! Oh, she didn't whip! You whipped Gumshoe! Why did you whip me for, sir?
Oh, what'd I miss?
Poor detective being on the receiving end of a lash in your stead.
Really? Sorry about that.
You can make amends for that by continuing with your testimony.
And from 5 to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self.
Like, she literally does nothing. So you were alone the entire time, were you?
Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi.
Uh-oh, well I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi. What should I do? Should I raise an objection? What? Oh no, what do you mean? I don't remember. 4 to 5, right? What was 4 to 5? Meals, again, being served. Oh! If she was sleeping, she couldn't have seen. Miss May, there is a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It is not possible that you were alone in the attendance room from the whole time between 5 to 6 a.m.
Take that!
Now take a look at this eye-opening piece of evidence. Oh no, am I wrong? Hey, Pomo. Smelly, I need you to wake up and take a look at this. Enough of your foolishness. Now hurry up and show us the real evidence. What?
Oh, God. Oh, did you say something?
Finally awake, are we?
What do you mean? I've been awake this whole time.
She has other animations. Oh, it's alright if you were sleeping, pal. Pay no mind to the scruffy detective beside you and wake up. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Hurry and wake up, Miss Melee. Enough with the clowning around. This is my show and I will resolve the contradictions as I see fit. It's not that. I'm trying to figure out what the contradiction is. Oh wait. She can't have been alone because Tenero said that she had gone back to the room after she purchased this. The other people being there. Maybe. Or maybe she's lying.
Objection!
I wonder if you'd be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Melee. Huh? A receipt? For what? It's for the suitcase Miss Tenero brought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Miss Tenero.
Yes.
Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now. I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Miss Tenero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m. You took a trip from the first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which I went straight to the attendant's room to drop it off.
And did you see Miss Melee there at the time?
No.
So, Miss Melee, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Yep. Miss Cammy Melee. Huh? The bathroom? I'll be the one to ask the questions here. Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know. You take me for a fool. That's a little too convenient to be true. But it's the truth. Cross my heart. I don't have enough conclusive... What? Oh, no! My god, 2 years? Have I known you for 2 years? It doesn't feel like it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Dude, 2 years? Like, if it said 1 year, be like, yeah, I've known you for a year. I didn't think I've known you for 2 years. I'm pretty sure you've probably been busy with either school and or your other game. So, you're good. I hope you're doing well, though. I mean, with your cute students. I'm sure that refreshes you a little bit. Edward Cullen, perfect in every way. You love this case? Hi, Nillygo. That also refreshed me. Thank you for sharing that on Instagram. I saw that and I was like, that is amazing. I think we're closing in on the end of this case. Not sure. You love the Miles games? This is my first time playing through. I hope. I just wanna put it out there that your excitement does not convert to you saying spoilers. Like I'm assuming you're better than that. But please, no spoilers until I very clearly ask you guys in chat the question. But other than that, I appreciate no spoileries. As like I played the Phoenix Wright games except for the fourth one. I haven't played that one yet. But I'm very excited to play this one. We had the prologue, and that was fun. And this one is crazy, as is, you know, Phoenix Wright stuff. It's lived up to the name of the series. And Edgeworth has been amazing. It's nice to see him be the star of the show because, you know, most of the prosecutors in the older games were like slightly shady, or, you know, they had like some intentions, but you're always kind of fighting against them. But it's nice that Edgeworth is like the hero this time. I can see that. Oh, I see. I think the biggest difference is that a lot of the connecting and the logicking in Phoenix Wright's games happen in the court rather than outside of it. So, moving around the map. Yeah. No, that is good. It is nice. And so it's nice that we're doing all that stuff outside of it. And the logic is great. The only thing I have trouble with is when I've kind of gone ahead of the game and now I have to figure out what the game wants from me so that I can present to it what it wants. I didn't do very well this time around because there were some things that I didn't present correctly, but you know, we're doing our best. Chess piece thingy is so stylish. Oh, the loading screen thingy. Yeah. I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out? I don't trust you. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. But you think maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda, too? She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard and the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. We've heard that before. Please leave Miss Tenera out of the question. Out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Miss Rhoda. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I? Never mind. But you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kinda... I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. Now's not the time for this sort of talk. Am I gonna press her? Okay. Let's press. Press everything.
Hold it!
No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statements regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies. But say I wasn't an attendant. You wouldn't suspect me then, would you? Yes, I suppose that's true enough. I really don't want to press on every single sentence because it doesn't feel like I should, but sometimes you do need to press on every single thing, so we just gotta do it. She is already being detained for further questioning. Or have you already forgotten? Oh yeah, I guess I just forgot. Cammy, don't tell me you suspect me too. She's hated you from the start, girl. I'm sorry to say. She doesn't like you. There's a reason you're doing all of the work on this ship. On this plane, rather. Sorry, can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done it. I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me, a killer? Miss Melee, what do you mean just now by no one else who could have done it? She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard and the shop.
Hold it!
And what are you in charge of, Miss Melee? I take care of the attendance room. That doesn't count. Oh, but I spend so much time in there. It might as well be my responsibility.
Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages, so she assists passengers who may not speak English, especially those who speak Virginian. She's the only one in this flight who is fluent. Oh, you mean that kind of what I am in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place?
What else could I have meant?
Yes, I'm really good at Borginian.
She's fluent in Borginian? Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian?
Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Borginian.
Very interesting.
If you ask me, that makes her...
Hold on. Do we have new statements? We do have one new statement.
Hold it!
Actually, your on-the-job behavior makes you super suspicious in my eyes.
Huh? But why?
While Miss Tenero is busy with the passengers and all of her other duties, you have a lot of free time on your hands, thus providing you with ample time to commit the crime.
Objection!
Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you cease and desist this line of conjectural questioning. I won't allow you to bluff your way through this like a certain defense lawyer.
But I do not honestly believe Miss Melee. But I do not honestly believe that Miss Melee does any actual work on board this flight.
Oh, that's not true, Mr. Edgeworth. Although, well, I'm in charge of all the attendance room and some Virginian stuff.
Hold it!
So what exactly do you do as the one in charge of some Borginian stuff?
I do stuff like translate things from and into Borginian. Cammy is the only member of the crew who understands Borginian, Mr. Edgeworth.
Miss Melee, I take it then that it is your job to process all the Borginian paperwork?
Yeah, see? I totally pull my weight around here.
So it would appear. Perhaps I should ask her for a few more details about her work, and... Miss Melee, it's very unladylike to push suspicion onto someone else.
That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Miss Rhoda is very sus.
There you go, pushing everything onto her again.
I don't get what you're saying. It must be a really abstract concept, huh?
The only thing abstract here is the landscape inside your head. Okay, can I present the Borginian paperwork?
Objection!
Oh, I did something right, because he's doing the thing. So, you are the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Virginia for a while.
If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose: to lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Miss Melee. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Aleph Right could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you. Oh, there you go. She's awake now, fully. What the hell? She's blowing bubbles.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. It is exactly as you say.
Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling?
No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick.
Damn, she's suddenly so...
There is no direct correlation, after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper.
Really? All you did was sign it?
I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So sorry about that.
It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight.
I suppose. And this is just a supposition.
Oh god, it's so weird to have her, like, be normal.
Even if I was involved in the smuggling, You can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that.
Objection!
If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring, and just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is a smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes.
So perhaps there's some element of a setup in play in this case.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First, it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenero who is under the microscope. It seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can.
You have no proof that Rhoda is being set up, or that she isn't.
Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for the crime into her. And this evidence will prove my suspicions. This proves that the killer was out to frame Miss Tenero from the very beginning. It's gotta be the suitcase.
Take that!
Killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcases. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? Oh, the only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Tenero for the murder. Miss Tenero buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. It's weird that the bubbles, but it's like only briefly there. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with whomever was at hand, adapted their plan, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree?
Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway?
That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. What special circumstances? Where the murder took place? God, these are all, to me, valid reasons. Maybe not the when, but where and who. Because where would put suspicion onto the cargo. Who is because he's an Interpol agent. And so that's like a big deal. Hey, Wismander, what's up? Let me look at my stuff. Here, because to me, both kind of... Let's go with who, because him being an Interpol agent is pretty big. The killer was at a loss of what to do with Agent Hicks's body. But, as it just so happened, there were a bunch of empty suitcases nearby. Being a skinny man, the killer thought to put his body in the suitcase and hand it off. I mean, the whole plan to frame someone was an elaborate coincidence? No, that's not what I said. You've wrongly deduced my meaning, Miss Mille. Nothing interesting today, but will lurk and potentially type something interesting later? Hey, there's no pressure. You don't even have to be here. As I always say in any of my streams, it's not mandatory to be here. You browse the internet as you please. But I appreciate you being here. And lurking.
The one with the wrong deductions is you. You think before you speak again.
Wait, what? Ah, god damn it. Don't like that. The special... Oh, okay. The special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Mr. Nero or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Mr. Nero or myself, but you, Miss Cammy Melee. Only you, and you alone, could be the killer. Yawn, and...
Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence. Ugh.
I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite fit into the big picture. Is it the phone?
Take that!
I don't have any actual evidence.
I thought not.
But that's because it went missing, and still is.
Missing? What do you mean by that?
In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on, and that is the victim's cell phone. Francisca, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks's cell phone. Or at least, that's what you told me.
That's right.
But Agent Hicks's cell phone could not be found at the crime scene.
You mean the killer took the phone with them?
Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer.
Come on, get serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well?
We wouldn't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Francisca, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not?
Of course I do.
Agent Hicks's phone. It's ringing from somewhere, sir. I hear it, Detective. Now, where is it coming from? It's not like the music's getting louder. Sounds like the phone is up in the flight attendant's room. We'd better hurry to the flight attendant's room, sir. Okay. Oh wait, can I... Hold on. I need to talk to them.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Don't worry, Mr. Nero. I will get to the bottom of this and find the truth. So please wait here until I return.
All right. Thank you for all you're doing, Mr. Edgeworth. It sounds like it's coming from the flight attendant's room.
I agree. Please don't hang up just yet. Let me find it first.
That's fine, but let's get this one thing straight.
Yes.
Don't you dare answer his phone when you find it, understand?
I understand that you don't want to pay for the call. Oh, back in the day when phone calls were paid. Miss Melee, wake up!
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I got sleepy all of a sudden because it sounds like a lullaby I used to love as a child.
Ugh, better find that cell phone fast. Alright, let's do it. The ringing's coming from somewhere in here, sir. Leave no stone unturned, Detective. Gumshoe. We must find it. Doesn't seem to be over here. Let's look somewhere else, sir. The ringing is coming from somewhere around here. But it's not here, sir. Why do you have such a bad feeling about where we're going to find a phone? It's gonna be in its 10 arrows, like, the ringing's coming from in here, sir. What? No, it can't be. This has gotta be the victim's cell phone. Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Miss 10 arrows. What? But it'd be really easy to put it in her locker. So, I don't know, man. So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room, in Miss Tenero's locker. What? But... Rhoda Tenero. I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away. Wait, I have a theory. And this is related to the incident with the key card. When the killer went to steal the key card, he conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time.
Objection!
This is related to the key card, all right? In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the one bird we cannot ignore. What should I do? Francisca's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. All right then. Why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? It must have something very incriminating on or in it.
Hold it!
What now, Miles Edgeworth? It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. What? Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine his phone in more detail. Alright. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Ah, it's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? Francisca, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures? I mean, it has a camera. Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir. This looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case? If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for a killer smuggler. But the phone's all busted up, sir. Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. Find a way, don't you worry about that. May I go back to sleep now?
Objection!
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data.
What? What do you mean by that, Francisca?
It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still in there, inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone.
Francisca, your phone, if you would please.
Very well. It's transferring. All right, displaying it now.
This is... Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case. Hey, the Alfred's nowhere in this pic, sir.
But it has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right?
Ouch, she's right. There's not much we can find out from this about Agent Hicks's killer, sir. Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo that we can see? Oh, is there really nothing in this photo that we can use? Oh God! Guardrail. It looks exactly the same as it does now. That rail is entirely too low. I even almost fell to my death. However, I was saved in a miracle-like manner. Perhaps that is what to run away from death by the skin of one's gum means. Try to narrowly escape death by the skin of one's teeth. Shakespeare. Now then, there must be something in this photo. What's all this? Hmm? Oh! They are cargo shipped from Virginia to Zhengfa. So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zhengfa. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of these boxes? Unfortunately, there's no English written on them anywhere. One cluster of boxes is written in Borginian. It says, it is cloth in English. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Cloth? Could it be? Is this where the killer... What? What is for this scary face? Mr. Maley. Miss Maley, sorry. Yes? It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is. Ha! Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth. The Virginian cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer.
Take that!
And what is that supposed to prove? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I have finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zhengfa had cloth written on it. Oh yeah, Tenero wouldn't have been able to read it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Camille Melee. Ha, that's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Virginian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. What? There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer is supposedly could not comprehend Borginian, well then. Logically, the killer would have opened this box first. Bed sheets.
Take that!
Hey, it says bed sheets in English right on the box, sir. Precisely. And bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? So what are you trying to say? That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first. However, the killer chose to use some Virginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that? The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold. So they were afraid to leave signs that the box with the sheets had been opened. However, the Virginian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color. Because the killer knew it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zhengfa? That's right. That is why the Virginian cloth was used. And the only Virginian reader on board who could have made such a calculated decision is you, Camille Melee. You and you alone. Ooh. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we would have to do is contact Zhengfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. So what do you say, Miss Melee? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zhengfa? Jesus. Those are violent, like, soap bubble poppings. He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. Ah! What a complicated case. In the end, it was the flight attendant. We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, Detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that? They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir. She probably wasn't prepared to commit murder at all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much.
It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation.
But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that, well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation.
That's...
I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it.
No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at Go Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, she's so lovely! Even though I accused her of being the murderer at first.
Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go.
She's just so lovely. Even though she has weird hair. I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, sir, but boy, it was fun. Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Francisca? Oh, she's filing out some customs paperwork for her departure. Departure? Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier? You got it, sir. Francisca. I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter. I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met. I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am? You're Francisca Von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect. Only a little while ago I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. Dancing period, living her life on the name and fame of her invincible father built. True, your father, Manfred von Karma, didn't lose a single case for over 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. What are you talking about? The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the bigger picture. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. Plus, there's another agent on this case with me. Oh, another agent? He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows, you may even run into him one day. I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths. Dun dun dun! I suppose, but I doubt he would say the same. I'm not following you. You'll understand soon enough. The flight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back. In full. What does that mean? Just like that, she's gone, huh, sir? Thank goodness. I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for her whip. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. It was nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. Ho-ho. I think I'm going to celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight. Just how much did you cut his salary by, Francisca? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I can fly down the road in a patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Francisca Von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this wall. They would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Oh, is a phone. Edgeworth speaking. Ah, finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. I don't know who this is, so I'm just putting a voice. And you are? Ah, have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? Mr. Amano? Ernest Amano, correct? Ah, so you do remember me. Okay. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped. Dun dun dun. A kidnapping. Is the next case a turnabout kidnapping? Ooh. Let's save. I'm kind of debating if I should continue, because this is a really good place to stop. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I'll play something else for the interim. Because this is a really good place to stop this game. And I don't want to start this. It would be nicer to start this in a whole new stream and have like the whole 4 hours just dedicated to that instead of starting this and cutting it in half. Even though we might possibly cut that in half too. But it's just like it's just a nice knot, you know? It's just a nice knot. So maybe wait, did I save? The Kidnap Turnabout. Oh. I didn't know there was a chapter select in this game. Turnabout Reminiscence and Turnabout Ablaze. Wow. Ooh, let's look at the gallery. You haven't really looked at the gallery. I was afraid that it would show spoilers. Yep. Just as I said. Warning, this gallery section contains spoilers. Objection for successfully presenting the correct evidence during your rebuttal using story mode. Without using story mode. What? Story mode? What does that mean? HD chibi characters. Yeah, it's still weird to me that they call this chibi, but I guess so. What's story mode?
My guess is story mode just walks through the case rather than having you
Solve it? Oh, I guess so. Wait, hold on, what's that? Oh, we can pick music! That's cool. Well, we can even loop it if we wanted to. Oh, interesting. You know, this piece of music reminds me of when Cecil makes connections in Ghost Trick, doesn't it? I mean, it wouldn't be surprising. But it does remind me of that. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like when you're in the puzzle bit and you're...
puzzle solving stat.
Ah, here's the gallery. Yep, space of the first murder. I can't... I like the little sketchy pictures on the side. Honestly. Really nice. No. Look at Gumshoe with his... Is he listening with headphones on?
Looks like it, yeah. Well, the TV doesn't have speakers.
I mean, it looks like it has little things on the side. Are there TVs like that?
Speakers.
Yeah?
Almost certainly.
So you have to, like, listen to them with headphones?
Or have speakers.
Oh. A character I don't know yet. Well, not Linda. Oh, we can turn him around! We can do the microwave, Edgeworth. Oh, he has a walking animation. Oh, I guess in the beginning we see him. This is cute. It's just a random officer. Yeah. Saw this one earlier. Saluting in every angle. Oh. The forensics guy. Does she bow in every angle too? Oh no, she doesn't. I'm surprised that we see the captain. Even though, like, we barely see his sprite. I'm also surprised he has, like, running animations. Do you have any animation at all? Oh, wow! I wonder if we'll see him again, because he has, like, some walking sprites. Yeah, this is the only 2 frames. Ooh, confrontation? Oh, he doesn't have any. That makes sense. This is so weird.
I don't feel like that game enforces regulation.
It most certainly isn't, because if you look at Tenero, she has like a whole bit covering. She just took it off.
Well, more than that, because look how much larger her one neckline is. Bit of a understatement compared to her thing. What are they called? Like.
This one's funny. Good. No. We don't have any of Miles? Come on. Surely he should be part of this. I guess we can't unlock it yet because we haven't seen all of it. But I really like these sketchy drawings. Documentation. Oh, okay. I can't look too closely, because I can see some characters I don't know yet. But let's look at the Edgeworth. Wait. Mitsurugi?
Yeah, his name in Japanese means three.
Oh. Why Mitsurugi?
It's a type of sword. A sharp.
I like his kind of without the cravat and the blazer. It looks cool.
I like that they make it a point to say that he has that little line on his forehead.
No, they're saying it's very important.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, oh,
That little line. The crease. Oh, Tenera even said that nobody who has that is, like, not guilty earlier.
yeah,
What?
kids provide. You know,
Oh, like the ruffle. Hira's ruffle?
yeah.
Oru baku? Oru baku. Oh, like the back of his hair. His comb back. Oru baku mai kami ga. I can't read that.
Oh. His front of his hair is like attached to the back.
Squishy dake. What's that? Something about his eyes. It's only open slightly.
I guess it's just that he squints.
And his small black dot for his eyes. What's that on the right hand? Sorry, left. Like under the arrow, like by the arrow. Mayu something.
Front is that his eyebrows don't get thick.
Oh. I mean, it doesn't. It's quite thin. Don't know that mystery character just yet. Okay, let me zoom out because I'm afraid. Oh no, next is Gumshoe. Let's look at Gumshoe. Oops. That's not the right button. Oh, from the original. And from this one. He's wearing a tan coat. Oh, Gumshoe. I wish they kind of showed him to have grown some kind of competence. Oh no, there's spoilery Francisca in there. I do like this. They're still partners, even though Gumshoe is kind of a ditz.
It's a big, beautiful hippo.
No. Mystery girl. Yet to be revealed. Alright, let's see. I can play some Forgotten Land. Or maybe Klonoa? Oh shit, but if I do Forgotten Land, I need to put the game in. And I'm playing Klonoa on a different Switch at the moment. Oh, I guess I can play some Animal Crossing. Just as a cooldown. Or I suppose I can also just end stream now. That is always an option. Let's
What
see.
of the children?
Who is around? So you really don't want to start a new episode just yet. I want, like... They might be ending soon, so maybe not. You know what? Or, let me see. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to raid this friend of stream. So, we're going to go visit friend of stream Yamatsu, who is playing that new game that I keep seeing, but I haven't watched anyone play yet. I know I won't be playing this game because it doesn't seem like my kind of game, but Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Yeah, this seems like this is a game that I will just watch. I'm almost positive. But yes, that's it for today. As usual, have a Thursday, my Thursday, your Wednesday, those in the States at least. Art stream. I'm not sure if I'll stream this Friday because I have a lot of things to do and I have to focus on that first. It'll depend how much I get done at the beginning half of the week. If I get enough done, then maybe I'll go ahead and continue streaming on Friday. We'll see. Yes, thank you for hanging around. I appreciate you, Hamlet. I hope that your interview goes well. But for now, that is it. For those who want some raid message, sub-raid. Stick along for the raid, if you don't mind. Or greet our pal buddy, Yamatsu. We are related because he's married to my actual IRL cousin, Potato Bandit Cat. But alright, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Goodbye bye.